Welcome back, my sunshiny friends, and welcome to a really chilly let's go shopping vlog. So we are going to go to Walmart. I've got to pick up prescriptions and a couple of things that I cannot get at Aldi, and then we are going to take the trip to Aldi. And when I say take the trip, it's because it's like 25 minutes from my house. I don't have an Aldi close by. Supposedly, they're putting one near the Dollar Tree that I don't love, but that would only be about 10 minutes from my house. Doesn't look like they've started anything there yet, but I am very hopeful because in this economy, it is really tricky to buy groceries. So I really need a restock on the protein bars that I like, the bars that my son likes that I can only get at Aldi. And I'm going to get some produce, see what other high protein things I can get. So come with me, let's go shopping, see what we can find to continue to aid in our weight loss journey. So welcome, my friends. I am Cheryl, and this is where I've been documenting my weight loss journey for over a year and a half. 20 months at this point, and I have successfully lost 75 pounds with the help and aid of Zepbound, a GLP-1 medication that I take weekly in order to help me feel fuller longer, stop eating when I'm full, all of the things that our brain has not been letting us do for a very long time. So I am concentrating my daily intake of food on protein first, and we're gonna go shopping and see if we can find anything. I'm kind of in a food rut right now. See if we can find anything different that might help us kind of get through the weeks to continue on this journey and lose a little bit more. So let's go shopping. But most importantly, we are trying to stay on a budget. I don't know about all of you guys out there, but I am really feeling it right now. I am trying to stay in like a $500 a month budget. So there are 4 of us living in my household, and then my son's girlfriend eats with us most evenings as well, but she doesn't really eat much. So feeding a family of 4 on a budget right now is really hard. And Aldi has been very helpful in keeping me on budget. So let's go in and see what we can find to stick to our budget today. I hope I don't regret this. Today is Veterans Day, so it is a holiday and the parking lot is pretty busy. But we've already done it. We've driven the 25 minutes to get here, and regardless, I do need to get my son's blueberry bars that he really enjoys. I will show you guys those, and hopefully we can save money, stay on budget. So let's go see. I need a meat restock, so I'm hoping that we can find some really good deals on some stuff. Let's go see what we can find. So these pears come out to $1.63 a pound. That's a really good price. And there's like 6-7 pears in a box. These are 3 pounds. So that's a really good price here. So we're definitely gonna get some pears. And then the apples are also really good prices. So these are cosmics. These are $1.45 a pound. Pink ladies, oh, these are $1.17. And pink ladies are actually my favorite. So I think I'm gonna get pink ladies. Fuji are actually 99.7 cents a pound. That's also a really good price. So make sure you're looking at your per pound. $1.15 for Honeycrisp. $1.10 Macintosh are not my favorite. Honeycrisp, $1.89 a pound. 89 cents for Gala. So I think the Gala are actually gonna win at $2.69. So we are gonna get these. Zucchini is probably my favorite vegetable. So they're $1.45 a pound here. They're always in 2 or 3 packs, but I'm actually gonna get this 3-pack because I am going to make some zucchini noodles and I'm going to freeze them. When you're shopping, be very careful of your placement. So if you look over here, green grapes are on sale for $1.65. beside them is a container of autumn crisp grapes. There's no price here. People would pick them up thinking it's the same. However, if we walk over to here, those are specialty grapes. Those are going to be gourmet. And those are actually $5.99. So just be careful of your placement. So I know that this is a convenience thing for sure, but this is a really good size pizza. $5.99. It's a 16-inch pizza. $5.99 as opposed to $10 to $15. If you're having one of those nights where, you know, you're running late and you want a pizza, this is going to save you a lot of money and not getting the takeout. So I am going to grab pizza right now. Okay, so we need potatoes, and this has always been like one of my go-tos just because it's easy, just dump them out, whatever. But look here at the price. These are $2.99 a pound for the bite size. I mean $2, sorry, $2 a pound. $2 a pound for the yellow. But if I go right here and I get the entire bag of 5 pounds, 77.8 cents for yellow potatoes, and I can just cut them up into bite size myself. So we're gonna get these. Obviously, it is not really berry season here in November, so the strawberries are not looking great. They're kind of gross. The blueberries here are actually $3.49. They were $2.89 at Walmart, but I've been unsuccessful in getting them to my order. But we've got blackberries for $1.79. Those are my son's favorite. And raspberries for $2.15. So I think for my son, we're gonna get him some blackberries just because he hasn't had them in a while, and I am gonna hold off on the other berries for today. The one thing I have been avoiding to save money for the last several months is all of the snack aisles. When I do buy snacks, however, I come to Aldi and I get their pretzels because they're $1.99. So pretzels are less calories and much cheaper here at Aldi. So I stock up and then I just put them in the closet, and I don't let anybody know about them right away, because in my house I don't buy the stuff, so they will eat it immediately if it's there. So I kind of ration it and take it out, which is what I do with a lot of the things when I purchase stuff here at Aldi. Bold and zesty pub style. Oh, garlic and onion. Interesting. I don't think my family will eat those. So I'm going to stick with the 1 pound bags of sticks and twists right now. Maybe I will get my son some Smart Food, because that too is $1.95. And it's like 5 something for Smart Food at Walmart. I have actually not seen this here at Aldi before, so I'm curious if anyone else has near them. Toasted sesame oil for $7.49. I don't need it. I actually have sesame oil, but I do use it when I make like sesame chicken and stuff like that. But that is the first time that I have ever seen that here. Interestingly enough, olive oil is a little bit cheaper than the avocado oil. Last time I was here, the avocado oil was cheaper, so I got that. Today, it's actually the opposite, so. Holy moly. I just spent about 2 hours in Aldi, spent an obscene amount of money, and just put the groceries in my car, but I had to load them myself, like into the bags. I didn't do it inside, because when I got here, it was 40 degrees, and I was like, okay, that won't be that bad. Guys, right now, the feels like is 24. I don't think I have been this cold in my entire, like, adult life. I have gone skiing. It is so cold, and it's only November 11th. It's Veterans Day. Thank goodness I had my Iuga lounge set on. I've got my pants and my like hoodie. I just don't wear a hood. Thank God I had that on, because I don't typically like wear a jacket or anything, but this was super cozy. I was like, this will be great to go shopping in. I love that it has pockets for my phone. Oh my God, I am so cold. I had to put my car on, and I got, where did I put them? I had gloves on. What did I do with the gloves? Oh no, did I lose them? I literally just had them on. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, I gotta find those. That was ridiculous. It is so cold, but you can see I am all stocked up. I've got like a month's worth of groceries in here. So let's go home and see what we got. Okay, so I think we did pretty okay, but for me right now, one of the most important things, and the reason that I went to Aldi today, like I said, it's not convenient, and I need to, it takes me many hours to go. I have to drive there, I've got to load everything up, I have to drive back. That right there is an hour in itself. And then I really peruse the stores, looking for the deals, making sure that what I'm purchasing is going to be cheaper than if I bought it at Walmart or Hannaford's, which is my local grocery store. Certain meats I won't buy at Walmart. They're just not as good. So I have to really take my time and look through some things. And then there's also the things that I do for a restock. I only go to Aldi every couple of months. So some of the snacks and things like that you will see, I only purchase every so often, and that kind of gets me through. So the last time I went was the beginning of September to get ready for the school year for my son. And I have been out of his snack bars and raisins and things like that he normally takes. So this was a huge haul. This should get me through for about a month or so. So let's see everything that we got and see if you guys have any idea what the price was. We will take out the cost of, I did do a couple of like random, I need a new pillow for my bed, so I did buy a pillow that was $7.99. And then they had the like holiday licensed sing-along baby books, like little kid books. And I'm a sucker for anything for my grandson, and he loves Mickey Mouse, thanks to Grammy. So I got him a Mickey Mouse Christmas, like push button, makes music. And he loves Paw Patrol, which we were a big Paw Patrol household with my youngest, whose name happens to be Ryder. So if anybody knows Paw Patrol, Ryder is like the head honcho guy there. And my grandson loves Paw Patrol right now. So they had a Paw Patrol book. So that was $7.99 as well, both of those. So we'll take that off the top. And so what is that? $25 off the top we'll take. So watch what we got and put your comments down below. I will let you know at the end, like I normally do, what we spent in total. Okay, we've unloaded. I've got to get all of this put away. So I'm just going to show you really quickly some of my haul. Well, all of my haul. Here is over here and over here. But let me just show you really fast before we get into the groceries. I did get these 2 books for Rowan. So here is a cute little Paw Patrol one, and I absolutely love this Mickey Mouse one. I think he's going to love it as well. Those were $7.99 a piece. And I got a new pillow for $7.99. They actually had a blanket that I had it in my cart for like a second, and then I changed my mind because it was 20 bucks. It was $19.99, but it was reversible, super soft, and it was Christmas trees or like pine trees. I loved it, but I'm way too cheap. So let's just get into the haul super fast. Stop! The dog got a squeaky toy. We needed bagels, so cinnamon raisin bagels. I got a lot of chicken, like easy chicken for my son. My son is in school all day. He climbs trees. He's very active. He comes home, he's hungry. So I have a bunch of stuff for him here. Mandarin orange chicken. It's like pre-made. And General Gao chicken. I don't know if this stuff is new or not, but I had never seen it before. So, and then these I've never seen before either. The Live gluten-free. These are like real chicken breast bites. So I got these. These are 200 calories, 12 grams of protein. And I thought that there was another one. I got some berry medley mix for Ryder's smoothies. I found these I'm gonna try. Breakfast bites, they had two kinds. So these are meatballs made with pork, so obviously like sausage. And these are French toast bites. 250 calories for 6 meatballs, 11 grams of protein. I figure it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna try these. I don't know if I will like them. I'm very particular with my meat products. And they did have another one that was sausage, egg, and cheese balls. I almost got those, but I don't know. I just felt like I might like these a little bit better. The other ones were, I think, 260 or 70 calories with 12 grams of protein. But I am going to try these, so I will let you know. I'm going to try them in the morning. So hopefully by the end of this video, I'll let you guys know if I like them or not. So I did make them the next morning for my breakfast. I took them out of the bag, put them into the air fryer. It was $375 for 7 to 8 minutes. So 6 of them was a serving size. I like my things crispy, so I thought the air fryer would be the perfect option for me personally. But you could bake as well or microwave. Okay, so this is what they look like coming out. They actually don't look terrible. I'm not a fan of like a pre-made meatball, but sausage, I will give it a try. Okay, let's give it a try. It smells very mapley. So here we go. It just tastes like chicken sausage. I mean, breakfast sausage. Yeah, I would actually eat these, which I'm bringing for breakfast today. So I'll eat this one now. I have the other 5. Yeah, not bad. I got some zucchini because I can make some zoodles, some zucchini noodles, and freeze that. And I think I could probably do some like diced, like chopped up zucchini and freeze it. So my plan for the rest of today is to prep. I always buy all of my meat and stuff in like as much as I can, like especially my chicken, and I cut it and I freeze it individually. So I got some sharp cheddar, and hold on, somewhere around here, I got, again, this is something I'm gonna try. I've never bought it there before, but I got some deli sliced chicken. This is Lunchmate. I guess it's like their brand, I'm not really sure. So this is some chicken breast, and I'll make like a little roll up. So this is 70 calories and 10 grams of protein. And then the cheese is 80 calories and 5 grams of protein. So right there, I will have 150 calories and what did I say? 15 grams of protein for like a roll ups for lunch. So that I thought was a pretty decent situation. I did also get my Zepbound 12.5 while I was out today. So I picked that up at Walmart. All right, I got some broccoli. I got some potato puffs. And then I haven't tried this one before, but I don't know. I just have a good feeling about it. This is the Aldi yogurt. So this is non-fat Greek yogurt, 32 ounces. I think it was like $3.69. This is 130 calories for 14 grams of protein. So that seems like a really good. The Greek that I typically get is 15 grams of protein. 15 grams of protein at Walmart. So we'll see. And I also will let you know how that one is. They had some gourmet ones there today, which were interesting, like cinnamon bun and pumpkin spice maybe. I did get Ryder just a small thing of blackberries, 2%. This is the similar to the Fairlife. So we're just about out of Fairlife. And I think we have the same 120 calories, 120 calories, 13 grams of protein here, 14 in the Aldi. And my son does not know the difference. So whoever it was out there that commented on my video to try the Aldi brand, thank you. It is $3.69, I think, compared to like $5.99 for the Fairlife. So obviously that is a great deal. And I got some mini cucumbers because I will have those for snacks this week. What else did we get? This was something, I've bought this before. These were actually really good. I bought these there. These are cheese tortellinis. So obviously these have more calories. They're 290 calories, but they're still 10 grams of protein. So this is like a good option when you want to have pasta. This is going to give you some protein as well because it's got cheese in it. And you can get mushroom, or you can get spinach. There's like obviously a bunch of different types that you could get, but when you're looking for a pasta, don't deprive yourself. You can still have pasta and you can find ways to make it more protein packed. I always buy these types of things for my kids. They put them in their water all the time. So like I said, this was a stock up. I always do 3 cheese, 4 cheese. I have had no issues with the pasta sauce there. So when I'm looking for something quick and fast and I'm not going to make my own, or I will take my own and I'll do half and half and I'll mix that with it to stretch it. Sorry about the dog. I needed Parmesan. Their honey, this was $4.99 for 24 ounces. I thought that was a really good price. And we do tend to use honey in the house. If you guys have been here for a minute, you know I have been obsessed with my apple salad bowls right now. And in my apple salad bowls, I put little mini chocolate chips. So I just got some of those because I'm almost out of mini chocolate chips. I got some jasmine rice. This is probably going to go to school with my son. They're collecting rice for the local food pantries. And my son also works at the food pantry. And then this was one of those things that I probably shouldn't have bought, but I did. Probably not in the budget, but it looked really good. The picture kind of got me. This is a chicken schnitzel, and this is 200 calories with 18 grams of protein. There's 6 pieces in here. I'm kind of interested to see like what they look like because I thought that this would be a good option. Okay, they actually don't look great, but I'll try them. They look like a patty. Like this does not look like that. Come on, Aldi, do better. Like this looks like a flower. This doesn't look the same, but I will put it in the air fryer and I will give it a try just to see, you know, looking for something for those days where I just need something to take to work with me. But I think that would also probably be a good option for my son. He likes to take like a chicken sandwich and I'll cut it up and put it in like a pita pocket or a wrap or something like that. My son loves raisins all of a sudden, so I got 4 things of raisins. And then this was new. I've never seen these there before. This is Gouda and sharp cheddar with just some pretzels. So this is 160 calories, 8 grams of protein, but it's just a snack that will still give you a little bit of protein. So those are the things I like to keep in there for me to grab, for Cody to grab. I showed you guys in the beginning the pears. Ryder loves pears, so I thought that would be a nice treat. We haven't had them in a while. I got just some deli rolls for steak and cheese sandwiches, some bananas. I got some, this stuff will go in the freezer. I got ciabatta. This would be a really good one for chicken sandwiches. We like chicken sandwiches. My kids love a chicken sandwich and the kids love a ciabatta roll. So that's something that if I go there, I'll get to put in the freezer because they're more expensive anywhere else. And the same with these brioche. Ryder loves these. When I do my Korean sloppy joes, that's what Ryder likes them on. They're much like thicker, they hold together better type of roll, and Ryder loves the sesame seed roll. And then I got protein waffles. I've been giving Ryder these as well, and he likes these, so he'll have these for breakfast in the morning, sometimes with berries, sometimes with syrup. These are 220 calories with 12 grams of protein. And then yogurt. I have showed you guys before, my son takes yogurt every single day to school. And then come the bars. So here are my bars. Unfortunately, they didn't have as many as I would have liked. These are my son's favorite. These are the blueberry Greek yogurt bars, 170 calories with 15 grams of protein. They only had like 3 or 4, so I took all of them, sorry. Granola chocolate chip, chocolate peanut butter, those are 17 grams of protein. And then these are some of my favorites that I don't eat all the time, but I do keep on hand. So the caramel nut, the caramel double chocolate crunch, and the caramel chocolate peanut nougat. These are all some of my favorites, and these are like snack bars. These are 9 grams of protein. These are 10. This is just like a snack one that's only 5 grams maybe. Yeah, 5 grams of protein. But again, these are just some of my favorites. I showed you guys in the beginning, I did do pretzels. I stocked up on those, and I got the Smart Food like knockoff. I grabbed these just because, again, I only really get snacks when I go here, but I feel like pretzels are a little better than like a chip. So these are like a pretzel cracker. These are sea salt. These are honey mustard. 130 grams of protein, calories. It's only 30 grams of protein, but these are 14 crackers in a serving. So that would be like a good snack if I'm like really wanting something snacky. And then I got some grapes. This is my protein drink that I put in my coffee every morning. That was from Walmart earlier. I ran to Walmart. And then also from Walmart, my son woke up with a sore throat. So when I went into Walmart, I got some NyQuil. He needed some shampoo. I needed some toothpaste. I needed deodorant and moisturizer. This was a new one that I was going to try today. Tropical hibiscus. It smelled good. Okay, back over to Aldi. I'm missing some stuff. Oh, it's over there. I got some carb control. This is another one of those things that I always stock up when I go there. I like these carb control wraps. So these are 60 calories with 4 grams of protein, but I like these and then I don't feel guilty. And then I just grabbed some yogurt drinks to keep in the refrigerator, 140 calories, 10 grams of protein. I needed oil. I grabbed this like mac and cheese just to try it to see if it's like similar to the Kraft that my older kids enjoy. Needed tomato paste. I got some chocolate pudding because it was 89 cents and I always make a chocolate pudding pie for my dad for Thanksgiving. Some General Gao's stir fry and some orange chicken. My son really likes when I make chicken using this. I got some olive oil. I got him some chocolate in case he wants chocolate milk instead of plain. The syrup, I always get the light one. I got 2 pounds of butter because it's $3.69 at Aldi. So that's a really good price. I got some bow ties and I got 2 pounds of angel hair. And then I don't really know why I got puff pastry, but I did. I don't think I've ever bought puff pastry before. And I keep seeing recipes online to like use puff pastry. So I grabbed it to put in the freezer. And then I got some Colby Jack. I was going to try to shred it myself and see if it's any better that way. It is a little bit cheaper. I think it's 50 cents a unit if you do it this way, as opposed to like 75 if you buy it already pre-shredded. So I will let you know what I think. I have never pre-shredded my own, like shredded my own cheese before. I always buy the packages, but obviously it's cheaper to do it the other way. So I got some meat. I got this that I will take out. I just put a hole in it and I'm gonna freeze it like separately, but just some thin for like fajitas and stuff. And then I got a couple of skin on, bone in breasts that I'll make like probably like a baked chicken or something for my husband and I one night, because my other son doesn't like, but neither of my kids actually like bone in breasts, but that was a little bit cheaper for $5.91. And then I got my husband a couple of thicker pork chops. He loves a pork chop. I do not eat pork chops. But I got him those. That was only $6.44. I thought that was a pretty decent price. So that's like what? $2.11, $2.15 a pork chop. I got 2 things of boneless, skinless. So $2.49 a pound at Aldi. I got these because I keep these in the freezer for me and my son just for like something quick if I'm not like ready to prepare like a lunch. And I also got these just ready-made chicken again, so that way I have stuff on hand so I don't have excuses. I thought this shrimp was a really great price. This was $6.07 for like 3/4 of a pound, and this one was $8.45 for just under a pound. But the shrimp looked actually pretty decent, so I grabbed that. And then I have a hard time with ground beef. Buying the extra lean and paying that price for it, I have a really hard time. So to try to stay on budget, I got 5 pounds for $25, so it was $4.99 a pound. And then I always supplement my ground beef with ground chicken. I only got one today, $3.69 as opposed to $4.99. I got one because I know I have 1 or 2 in my freezer. But even when I do meatballs, meatloaf, anything like that, I will kind of do half and half. So that's that. I was out of my protein powder. I don't use it often, but I'll put it in smoothies. I'll put it in things occasionally. And it's been quite a long time, probably over a year since I have bought it. I got some gala apples. And then I did buy some more. This is like I just keep on hand when we're having tacos. My husband eats soft tacos. And I got some pita. I know I got pita last week at the grocery store, but it's often out at Walmart. So I will put these in the freezer. My son and I will take those for lunches. I got a couple of pounds of, actually, it's not even a pound anymore, 14 ounces of shaved steak and some potatoes. That was the other. And that is pretty much it. Okay, that is not quite put away yet, but I still need to end this video. So my total was $465.23. So for the food, it was $439.76. I know that that is a lot. However, this is going to last over a month. I've stocked up. I do buy chicken often, but I'm going to cut that chicken. That's going to get separated and frozen. And my mom went to a meat raffle over the weekend, and she won an exorbitant amount of sweet sausage. So I'm going to put this into some smaller packaging, and I'm gonna get all of my meat and everything put into smaller sizes. I'm gonna freeze all of that. So I should be all set for some time, other than the chicken that I will have to continue to buy, and then any produce and dairy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Restock Aldi haul. If there's an Aldi near you, I would highly recommend checking it out. I was an Aldi snob for many, many years. However, in the recent economy, I have realized that I do need to change up my routine and go for my like big items, like my stuff that I can stock up on, especially the meat. I do think that the meat and the chicken and stuff at Aldi is really decent. Beef was still just really crazy today. So other than the ground beef and that really thin sliced for fajitas, I didn't get, oh no, I did get one other meat. Did I show that to you? I feel like I didn't show you guys, but I did get like one other meat for like a roast or something. I don't know why I feel like I didn't show you that one, but I did get this top round. This was $23.40. I will marinate that, and I made that once before, and it was like almost like fillets, so it was really good. My family enjoyed it, so I will do that again as well as like a splurge night. But for the most part, we will be eating chicken, and it looks like we'll be eating some Italian sausage for a while as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today while I shopped, restocked, showed you guys what I got. Thank you so much for being here. I will talk to you guys real soon. Stay happy, stay positive, stay on budget, my friends. And remember, when you can't find the sunshine, you be the sunshine. Bye.